that hardly applied on earth. And that sunnah is that the khutbah is shorter than the salat. Right? If this ayah was recited to the Sahaba that comprehend and understand the Quran and understand the Arabic language, the next statement will be Aqim as-salah. This is how profound is this ayah. Last ayah, Surah Hud. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, and to Allah belongs the unseen in the heavens and on earth. And all matters go back to Him. So, worship Him, have complete trust in Him, and don't ever think that Allah is heedless of what you do. Pure Tawheed. Pure Tawheed. Allah is the only one who knows the unseen. We all know that. That's why, this is a side note, that's why we always tell our brothers and sisters, you see that magician that you go to, that fortune teller that you visit, be extremely careful. Rasulullah ﷺ said, whomsoever go to a fortune teller just for fun, you know, sometimes people are going on a vacation and they see a place had a hand on it, right? So let's go for fun, it's a vacation. If you go inside just for fun, 40 days salat is not accepted. If you believe what that person said, what happened? كَفَرَ بِمَا أُنزِلَ عَلَى مُحَمَّدٍ. He has left Islam. You have to say Shahada and come back to Islam. This is how dangerous it is. So Allah is the only one who knows the seen and the unseen in the heavens and on earth. And وَإِلَيْهِ يُرْجَعُ الْأَمْرُ كُلُّهُ. All matters, my life, my health, my success, my job, my family, everything is decreed by Allah. Everything is decreed by Allah. When there will be a hurricane, when there will be a storm, who's going to be the next president, everything you could think of is known to Allah Azza wa Jal. And that should be engraved in our hearts without a speck of doubt. طيب. Knowing that Allah is the only one who knows the unseen, and knowing that all matters are decreed by Him, what should we do, Ya Allah? فَاعْبُدْهُ وَتَوَكَّلْ عَلَيْهِ. That's it. Worship Him and put complete trust in Him. Think about it. There's a guy came and he was supposedly, he claims that he knows the unseen, and he proved it. Every time he tells you, okay, tomorrow this is going to happen, in 10 years this is going to, and he proved it. And this guy, he is your CEO, your promotion, your firing, your hiring, everything's depending on him. And add to that he cares about you. So there's nobody else to obey except Him. He knows the unseen, and He cares about me, and all my affairs are in His hand. Allahu Akbar. There's no one on earth like this. The only one is Allah Azza wa Jal. So ya akhwan, Allah knows the unseen, and all matters are decreed by Him, and He loves me more than my own mother. How can I put my trust in anyone else? This is Tawheed. Many of us, we hear the word Tawheed, Tawheed, and we think that Tawheed is just literally uttering La ilaha illallah. This is part of Tawheed. Living La ilaha illallah is pure Tawheed. Living it. What does living it mean? The only way to survive, living it means, the only way to survive in the akhirah is by being a muwahhid. And when we are a muwahhid, you are honorable, you are brave, you are content. And I will give you a few stories to bring Tawheed closer to our thoughts. Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu wa ardah. When Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam passed away, what did Abu Bakr say? Listen to the Tawheed. He said, من كان يعبد محمد فإن محمد قد مات ومن كان يعبد الله فإن الله حي لا يموت. Whomsoever worship Muhammad, Muhammad has died. And whomsoever worship Allah, Allah is ever living and he never dies. Pure Tawheed. Another example, Khalid bin Walid. We all love him. We all mention his stories. We all name our children after him, the greatest commander. Umar radiallahu anhu heard a group of soldiers saying, an army that has Khalid in it will never be defeated. Listen carefully. So Umar radiallahu anhu called Khalid. Ya Khalid, you are dismissed from this battle. What? What? He said, why? Because I do not want people to think that victory came from you. I want their hearts to be hooked to Allah, because the victory is only from Allah. Pure Tawheed. Sa'id bin Jubair, one of the greatest scholars of Islam. And we all know the story how Hajjaj killed him. So one time, before he kills him, he started threatening him. So Sa'id said, Wallahi, if I know that my destiny is in your hand, ma abadtu siwak. If I know that my destiny is in your hands, I will not worship anyone else but you. Pure Tawheed. The governor of Basra, I'm getting closer. The governor of Basra got an order from Yazid, the Khalifa at the time, to do something not pleasing to Allah. And it happened that Al-Hasan al-Basri rahimahullah was there. So the governor wanted to consult with Al-Hasan. He said, Ya Aba Sa'id, his nickname is Aba Sa'id. He said, Yazid is asking me to do something that is not pleasing to Allah. What should I do? Listen to the answer of the scholars. He said, إن الله يمنعك من يزيد ولكن يزيد لن يمنعك من الله. He said, Allah will protect you from Yazid, but Yazid cannot protect you from Allah. Pure Tawheed. And a story only 100 years ago. Umar al-Mukhtar, Sayyid al-Mujahideen, the leader of Mujahideen. People were scared and came to him and said, Ya Umar, the Italians have sophisticated warplanes, in a way that they're scared. He said, let me ask you a question. Do these planes fly under the arsh or above the arsh? Do these planes fly under the throne of Allah or above the throne of Allah? So they said, of course, under the throne of Allah. He said, don't worry, because the one who's above the throne is with us. Pure Tawheed. Now we know what Tawheed is. These are just samples how our righteous predecessors lived La ilaha illallah. Their hearts were attached to Allah Azza wa Jal. They had complete trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And we can live our life the same. We can train our children from a young age about being muwahhideen, about having tawheed. We see some children with amulet. We see some children with blue eye necklace. And the child asks, Baba, what is this for? Habibi, this is for your protection. This is to protect you from the shayateen. Inna lillah wa inna ilayhi raji'un. You have already trained your child not to be a muwahhid. You made him feel that there is another hafiz beside Allah. Not Allah is the only hafiz. Instead, tell him, Habibi, my son, my daughter, Rasulullah ﷺ told us, when you leave the house, when you go to school, say, Bismillah, tawakkaltu ala Allah, wa la hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. All the shayateen will run away. If you say, Bismillah, الذي لا يضر مع اسمه شيء في الأرض ولا في السماء وهو السميع العليم, 3 times in the morning, 3 times in the evening, our beloved alayhi salatu wassalam promised that no harm will touch you the whole day or the whole night. This is Tawheed. The other one is Shirk. So we can raise them from a young age to be attached to Allah Azza wa Jal. A woman with 6, 7 children. This is also recent. Her husband died and she doesn't work. So one of the kids came and Mama said, Mama, how are we going to survive? She said, my son, your father is not the Razzaq. Allah is the Razzaq. Me and your father, Allah uses us to provide for you. Allah is the Razzaq, ya Habibi. Look at this. It's not like, oh, I don't know, we have to go back here, back this, we gotta. Subhanallah, instilling Tawheed from a young age. These kids will grow completely different than the other kids. Their hearts are attached to Allah Azza wa Jal. Pure Tawheed. A story that I love to mention. A man came to a Bedouin and he looked like he's very upset. He said, what's wrong? He said, didn't you hear? So what happened? He said, the loaf of bread is 1 dinar. The loaf of bread is 1 dinar. Yani, in our terms, like a loaf of bread is $10. Just a loaf of bread. He said, Wallahi, even if the grain of wheat becomes 1 dinar, I will not worry. He said, why? He said, because Allah ordered me to worship Him and promised me to provide for me. I am doing my job and He's keeping His promise. Tawheed. How do we shiver when you get a message you're fired, you're laid off? How much do we shiver and tremble? There's nothing wrong with worrying, but we become like helpless. What's going to happen? I'm going to be on the street. Ya akhi, Every time we finish our fard salat, alayhi salatu wassalam said, say, Allahumma la mani'a lima a'tayt, wa la mu'tiya lima mana'at. Ya Allah, there's no one on earth can stop what you want to give, and no one on earth can give what you stopped. Tawheed. Allahumma ij'alna muwahhidin. Ya Allah, keep us live by la ilaha illallah and die by la ilaha illallah. أقول قولي هذا واستغفر الله فاستغفروه إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. بسم الله وحده الصلاة والسلام على من لا نبي بعده. This is the first part. فاعبده. Allah knows the unseen everywhere. All matters go back to Him. Worship Him. We mentioned, وَتَوَكَّلْ عَلَيْهِ, and put your complete trust in Him. My beloved brother, my beloved sister, how strong is your tawakkul? How do I know, Sheikh? Listen to this. Anytime we have a situation that we're going through, follow these 3 steps, all worries will be gone. Number 1, identify the problem. I have cancer, I lost my job, I'm having problems at home, whatever that problem is. Second, which is the most important thing, Ya Rabb, I trust you to solve this problem. Ya Allah, I'm putting my complete trust in you to solve this issue. And you're saying it with yaqeen, knowing that whatever that thing is, can Allah do it or not? 100%. He can cure, He can get a job, He can pay debt, He can fix problems, He can guide your son, guide your daughter, fix your husband. He can do anything. Identify the problem, entrust Allah. Ya Allah, I have no speck of doubt that you will solve that problem. And number 3, take by the means. Take by the means. Yani, for example, I have financial problem. Ya Allah, help me get a job. And I apply, I get degrees, I take courses. Ya Allah, I'm very sick and you are the Shafi. I ask Him to cure me, and then I go to the doctor, I take the medicine, I take by the means. But the most important thing, the second part, and this goes back to our question, how strong is your tawakkul? If you did these 3 parts and you're still so worried all the time, that means that tawakkul is weak. Right? I am entrusting my affair with the only one that can solve it by saying be, and it will be. And still I'm shaking and I'm worried, sleepless nights. What is the problem? The tawakkul is weak. Good example. Listen to this. I'm standing here and I have 75 bodyguards with all machine guns, all surrounding me. And I'm talking to you. And then a guy stood up from the crowd with a knife. And he started threatening me. I'm going to do this to you. I'm going to do this to you. If I get so scared, what am I going to do with this guy? What does that mean? I don't trust these guys. I don't trust the 75 bodyguards with machine guns. I'm scared from a guy with a knife. وَلِلَّهِ الْمَثَلِ الْأَعْلَى. And to Allah belongs the best example. When I entrusted Him seriously, with yaqeen, I believe He will, He can, and I'm still shaking, the tawakkul is weak. How do we strengthen our tawakkul? The more you know Allah, the stronger is your tawakkul. Right? I gave an example. I'm leaving to Hajj. And I left my son with the neighbor. The more I know the neighbors, the more I trust the neighbors, the more safe I am. Subhanallah. My brothers and sisters, who among us here, when he first get into the plane, he goes to the pilot, "Excuse me, sir, I have few questions. Where did you graduate from? How many years of flying did you learn? How did you study? Did you have any alcohol last night? Did you have any drugs last night?" None of us do this. And we put complete trust in a stranger 30,000 feet above the ground. Right? And the one that we love, and the one that loves us more than our own mothers, the Qawi himself, the protector himself, we are trembling. Complete stranger. None of us meet the pilot. فَاعْبُدْهُ وَتَوَكَّلْ عَلَيْهِ. When we do those two, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will take care of all our problems. My brothers and sisters, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he said, if you trust Allah, حق توكله, the real tawakkul, then he will provide for you just like he provides for the bird. It leaves its nest empty stomach and comes back full. What is the key word in this hadith? Leaves its nest. It did something. It did something. Musa alayhi salam, Fir'aun behind him, the ocean in front of him. His people said, "Inna lamudrakun." We are done. We are doomed. But the muwahhid, the one who has tawakkul on Allah, he said, "Kalla inna ma'iya rabbi sayahdeen." No, Allah is with me. He will guide me. Hit your staff. Hit the ocean with your staff, with the stick. Allah could have opened the ocean without anything. What is the stick? If I take the stick and you go to take the stick and you go to the ocean, you keep hitting it till the day of judgment, nothing's gonna happen. Do something, Ya Musa. Ocean split. He and his people saved. Fir'aun drowned. And many, many stories. Maryam alayhi salam, in her weakest, ask any sister, when they're delivering, they are their weakest point, at their weakest state. Huzzi ilayki bi jid'in nakhla. He wants to give her dates. Allah could have filled up her stomach naturally. He could have made the dates fall naturally. Do something. Shake the palm tree. Have you ever, when I went to Hajj, I took 30 brothers, and we went to one of those, mashallah, palm trees in Medina. I said, "Brothers, let's try to shake it." 30 real men, strong men in the trunk, trying. Wallahi, we did not, not only we did not move it, our arms start hurting. And Allah is telling a woman that is delivering, shake the tree. Do something. When the person say, "I am mutawakkil," and he does not do anything, this is called tawakkul, in English, fake tawakkul. Go look for a job. No, Allah is the Razzaq. Allah is the Razzaq. Go look for a job, ya habibi. Brother, why don't you pray? Allah did not guide me yet. What did you do for Allah to guide you? Do you say, "I have a severe fever"? You say Allah is the Shafi and you don't take the medicine? No. Just like a good boy, you go take the medicine and you say, "Allah will cure me." Similarly, when you want to be guided, when you want to get rizq, you do the same thing. Do something. اللهم اغفر لنا ذنوبنا وإسرافنا في أمرنا وثبت أقدامنا وانصرنا على القوم الكافرين. اللهم وفقنا لما تحبه وترضاه. اللهم أغث إخواننا في الباكستان يا رب العالمين. اللهم أغث إخواننا في الباكستان يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم تقبلهم في الشهداء يا رب العالمين. اللهم يا كريم انصر الإسلام والمسلمين. اللهم انصر الإسلام والمسلمين. اللهم أعز الإسلام والمسلمين وأذل الشرك والمشركين يا رب العالمين. اللهم يا رحمن يا رحيم هب لنا من أزواجنا وذرياتنا قرة أعين واجعلنا للمتقين إماما. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. ربنا لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذ هديتنا وهب لنا من لدنك رحمة إنك أنت الوهاب. وصلى الله على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين وقوموا إلى صلاتكم.
إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. إن الذين يؤذون الله ورسوله لعنهم الله في الدنيا والآخرة وأعد لهم عذابا مهينا. والذين يؤذون المؤمنين والمؤمنات بغير ما اكتسبوا فقد احتملوا بهتانا وإثما مبينا.